The Eiffel Tower, a monument of modern engineering and timeless beauty. The Eiffel Tower, or La Tour Eiffel, is one of the most famous structures in the world and a timeless emblem of France. Rising 330 meters above Paris, it has come to represent not only the city but also the spirit of human innovation. Completed in 1889 as the centerpiece of the Exposition Universelle, World's Fair, it was intended to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution and to demonstrate the nation's industrial and artistic prowess. Although the tower was initially criticized by artists and intellectuals, it gradually won the affection of Parisians and people around the globe. Today, it stands as both a technical masterpiece and a cultural symbol of romance, progress, and endurance. Historical context. The late 19th century was a period of extraordinary technological change. The Industrial Revolution had transformed architecture through the use of new materials such as iron and steel, enabling structures of unprecedented size and strength. When the French government planned the 1889 Exposition Universelle, it sought a monument that would showcase these advances and embody modernity itself. A competition was held to design a structure that could rise to 300 meters, the tallest ever built. Among more than 100 entries, the proposal from engineer GustaveEiffel and his team stood out for its combination of practicality, strength, and elegance. Their design was chosen in 1886, and the project was soon underway. Gustave Eiffel and his vision. Gustave Eiffel, 1832–1923, was already renowned for building daring metal bridges and railway structures across Europe. A perfectionist and a visionary, he viewed engineering as both a science and an art. Eiffel and his chief engineers Maurice Coechlin and Émile Noguier conceived the tower as a vast iron lattice designed to resist wind forces while remaining visually graceful. For Eiffel, the tower was not merely an exhibition piece but an expression of confidence in industrial civilization. He defended his design against critics, insisting that its mathematical precision gave it a beauty of its own. History has more than vindicated him. Design and construction. Construction began on January 28, 1887, on the Champ de Mars beside the River Seine. It took just 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days, a remarkable achievement for a structure of such scale. More than 18,000 iron parts were prefabricated at Eiffel's workshops in Levallois-Perret, each precisely measured and numbered before being transported to the site. Around 300 workers assembled the pieces using 2.5 million rivets. With exceptional safety standards for the era, only one worker lost his life during the entire project. The tower's 4 immense legs rest on masonry foundations and curve inward until they meet in a single column. This curvature distributes weight efficiently, giving the tower stability even in strong winds. Eiffel's calculations were so exact that the top of the tower sways only a few centimeters during storms. The tower was completed on March 31, 1889, and opened to the public on May 6 for the World's Fair. Standing at 300 meters, 984 feet, it surpassed the Washington Monument to become the tallest structure on Earth, a record it held for 41 years. Early criticism and changing opinions. Despite its engineering brilliance, the Eiffel Tower was controversial from the start. Many artists and writers considered it ugly and out of harmony with Paris's classical skyline. The Committee of 300, which included notable figures such as Guy de Maupassant and Charles Gounod, published a protest calling it a monstrous skeleton of iron. However, public sentiment shifted once the tower opened. Visitors were captivated by the panoramic views and the modern beauty of its design. Nearly 2 million people ascended it during the 1889 exposition alone. What had begun as a symbol of industrial arrogance soon became a source of national pride. Structure and architectural features. The Eiffel Tower is composed of 3 main public levels. First level, 57 meters, houses exhibitions, restaurants, and glass floors that allow visitors to look directly downward. Second level, 115 meters, offers spectacular views and contains the Michelin-starred restaurant Le Jules Verne. Third level, 276 meters, the highest observation deck in Europe, accessible by elevator or stairs, provides a breathtaking panorama stretching 80 kilometers on clear days. The tower's open lattice design makes it appear both light and strong. Its transparency allows light and air to pass through, reducing wind resistance. Every 7 years, it is repainted, a process that requires about 60 tons of paint to prevent rust and preserve its signature bronze-brown color. Engineering marvel. Technically, the Eiffel Tower was far ahead of its time. Eiffel's calculations anticipated modern aerodynamics, showing how curved structures could channel wind pressure safely downward. Each iron beam is placed precisely to balance stress, creating a self-supporting framework. The elevators, designed to travel along curved tracks, were another engineering innovation. They remain among the most complex mechanical systems in any monument. The tower's efficient construction methods using prefabrication and modular assembly foreshadowed the techniques that would later define modern skyscraper construction. The tower's fate after 1889. Originally, the Eiffel Tower was scheduled to be dismantled after 20 years, as Eiffel's government concession expired in 1909. It was saved largely because of its usefulness as a radio transmission tower. By 1903, experiments in wireless telegraphy were being conducted from its summit. During World War I, the tower's antenna intercepted enemy radio messages, helping the French army coordinate operations. In World War II, when Nazi Germany occupied Paris, Hitler ordered it destroyed, but his command was ignored. The French cut the elevator cables, so German soldiers had to climb the stairs to hoist their flag. After the liberation of Paris in 1944, the Eiffel Tower once again symbolized freedom and resilience. The tower and modern technology. Since the early 20th century, the Eiffel Tower has remained at the cutting edge of communication technology. It transmitted the first public radio program in 1925 and later served as a hub for French television broadcasting. In the 21st century, it continues to host antennas for digital TV and FM radio, while also adopting sustainable technologies such as solar panels, rainwater collection, and wind turbines to reduce its carbon footprint. Its nightly illumination, powered by 20,000 LED bulbs installed in 1985, has become one of the most recognizable light shows in the world. Cultural and artistic symbolism. Beyond its engineering significance, the Eiffel Tower has become a cultural phenomenon. It embodies Parisian romance, artistic daring, and human aspiration. Artists such as Robert Delaunay and Marc Chagall painted it, writers like Apollinaire and Cocteau wrote about it, and filmmakers made it an essential backdrop for love stories set in Paris. To this day, the tower's silhouette is synonymous with France itself. It appears on countless souvenirs, logos, and films, symbolizing sophistication, liberty, and creativity. What began as a monument to industry has become a universal symbol of art and emotion. Tourism and global appeal. The Eiffel Tower is the most visited paid monument in the world, attracting over 7 million visitors annually. People from every corner of the globe come to admire its beauty, dine in its restaurants, and take in the breathtaking views of Paris. Tourism around the tower sustains thousands of jobs and contributes significantly to France's economy. The Champ de Mars and Trocadero Gardens provide ideal spaces for gatherings, concerts, and national celebrations. The tower also plays a central role in events such as Bastille Day fireworks and global sporting occasions. For travelers, the Eiffel Tower represents more than a landmark, it is an experience that connects them to the spirit of Paris. Preservation and maintenance. Maintaining a 10,000-ton iron monument is a continuous challenge. Engineers inspect every centimeter of the structure each year, checking for rust and stress. The entire tower is repainted roughly every 7 years, using 3 shades of paint that create a gradient effect from top to bottom. Modern preservation techniques include advanced coatings, structural monitoring, and digital modeling. Despite pollution and weathering, the tower remains remarkably sound after more than 135 years. Its durability attests to Eiffel's meticulous design and France's commitment to preserving its heritage. The Eiffel Tower in times of crisis. Throughout its history, the Eiffel Tower has reflected both the triumphs and sorrows of France. During wars, revolutions, and national tragedies, it has stood as a silent witness and symbol of unity. After the 2015 Paris terrorist attacks, it was illuminated in the colors of the French flag as an expression of national solidarity. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it displayed messages of hope such as Merci to thank healthcare workers. The tower's lights have also honored international causes from peace campaigns to environmental awareness, turning it into a global messenger of compassion. Influence on architecture and the world. The Eiffel Tower revolutionized architectural thinking. Before its construction, iron and steel were viewed as utilitarian materials, suitable for factories or bridges but not for monuments. Eiffel's creation proved that engineering could achieve beauty. Its success inspired a wave of similar towers worldwide, such as Blackpool Tower in England, 1894, Tokyo Tower in Japan, 1958, and the Las Vegas Eiffel Tower replica. More profoundly, it paved the way for modern skyscrapers by demonstrating the strength and elegance of metal frameworks. The tower thus marks a turning point between the age of stone and the age of steel. Modern identity and legacy. In the 21st century, the Eiffel Tower remains the heart of Paris and one of the most recognized symbols on Earth. It represents not only France's cultural identity but also humanity's capacity to dream, innovate, and build. Each night, when its golden lights shimmer against the Parisian sky, the tower reminds the world of the harmony between art and science. It continues to inspire engineers, artists, and travelers alike, proof that progress can coexist with beauty. Gustave Eiffel once said, "I ought to be jealous of the tower. She is more famous than I am." Indeed, the structure outlived its creator to become immortal, a testament to his genius and to the enduring allure of Paris. Conclusion. The Eiffel Tower's story is one of vision, controversy, innovation, and triumph. Born from the industrial age, it rose above criticism to become a masterpiece of modern engineering and a symbol of human aspiration. For more than a century, it has stood as a bridge between technology and art, between national pride and global admiration. From its lattice of iron to its radiant lights, the Eiffel Tower embodies the essence of creativity, the ability to transform raw material into something sublime. Whether viewed from afar or climbed step by step, it continues to inspire awe, proving that beauty can arise from the boldest expressions of human ingenuity. The tower that once shocked the world now defines it. Standing proudly over the City of Light, the Eiffel Tower endures as a monument not just to France, but to the imagination of all humankind.